Hey, young girl, we are back with a new episode this week. I want to thank you all for watching, listening, and sharing the podcast. And if you all have subscribed, thank you. I go get me a workout in. So we barefaced natural. So today I want to talk about starving your distractions and feeding your focus. A lot of times when we put goals into place, and we get so motivated to start the goals. We start going a good couple of days, a good week. We might last a couple 2 weeks. Just think about every year how we do the New Year's resolutions. And a lot of people fall off the resolution probably about March. So that's what I'm trying to give you an example of starving the distractions and feeding the focus. So if your focus, say for instance, is you wanting to get in shape, like a lot of people do for New Year's resolutions. So you aren't going to set yourself up with a lot of distractions that's going to make you fall off of your focus. And what I mean by that, in the instance of exercising, you don't want to stock up your fridge with snacks and, have all of these fatty foods, sodas, and going hanging out with people that's going out every night drinking and stuff like that. That's going to probably distract you from what your focus is, which is losing weight. So you're going to want to stock up the fridge with good foods, maybe do a meal prep, go grocery shopping and get you some fruits and some vegetables, have plenty water, supplements and things like that, and stay committed to a workout schedule. All of those will feed the focus, and you have to starve the distractions. All right. Another great example, if you are wanting to start looking for, a job, or, go to school. That's a better one. So you go and sign up, you go and pick your schedule, you buy the books, you pay the tuition, and but maybe you didn't pick classes that you knew would align with your work schedule, or you picked classes that didn't align with your children's schedule, or you may not have babysitters lined up. So all of those distractions will, maybe lead you off course, which is to get a degree. So beforehand, you may want to do things like, do your research on the classes that you need, excuse me, and then you go and look at the days that you have to go to school and see if those align with your work schedule. And if not, then you want to go ahead of time and request those days off. Same thing with your kids. If you say for instance, maybe you can take classes during the day when your kids are in school and the days that you're off from work. There's definitely a way to make it work. All right. If you are wanting to save, for whatever you want to buy a house, so you need a down payment, or if you want to buy a car, you need a down payment. If you want to buy furniture, you need the money to buy it. Or if you want to finance the furniture, which I wouldn't suggest, you would just save the money and buy it. All right. So you're not going to go shopping every day, or you're going to go eat out every day. You know, maybe you won't get your hair done 2, 3 times a week. You might get it done once a month, or you look up some YouTube videos and you learn how to do it yourself to save the money. So a distraction from you wanting to save is not packing your lunch. So then you go to work and you hungry, you don't have a lunch. So what you're gonna do? You're gonna go buy something fast food. All right. So to feed in on your focus, you're gonna pack your lunches, make some groceries so you can pack the lunch, have snacks or whatever, so you don't have to spend the extra money on eating out. Also, another thing could be um, stop all of the email list subscriptions. You know how we get all of these different emails about, oh, this is on sale, you get the discount but you got to buy it now. Take those notifications off of your phone. Maybe unsubscribe to some of the apps that you don't use, so they probably was a distraction anyway. If you're supposed to be studying, if you're in school or something like that, then all of these different apps you're going to be watching popping up, new episodes, new movie alert, trending. you know Maybe you have to uh, set it up to where the money automatically goes into a savings. So therefore, you would be feeding the focus, because the focus to save this amount of money in this amount of time. So you want to have it directly go into that savings account. So you won't even forget to do it because it's automatically set it up for you. So that's a way to feed the focus. All right. Let's see what's another good one. So I don't know, maybe if you want to, have a new mindset. If you were always someone that thought negative all the time and you want to try to switch your mindset up to something more positive. So you may have to change your environment if you're constantly around people that are negative, or you maybe have to stop listening to certain negative type of music, or even turn off the news, because the news, even though it give you the weather, you can look at the weather on the weather app, or you can look at, if you into sports, look at the sports on the, an app as well. But the news, I think they show a lot of negative stuff, even though that stuff that's going on in the world, there's a lot of positive things, but I feel like the news shows a lot of negative. So, that may be like, oh, look at this, and it make you upset or whatever. And then you end up like having a bad day because all this bad stuff you done heard on the news. You just never know. So you could cut down on some of the negativity of the news, some of the negativity music. You might be listening to something that's like, fuck this, fuck that, stab a bitch, shoot a bitch, rob a nigga, whatever. I don't know. So you might want to cut down on those negative type of music, or even movies. Sometimes, if you constantly watching movies like I don't know, killings and affairs, and how people, just the stuff that's real good and interesting, but it also may leave you after you finish watching it thinking differently because you didn't watch that. So I'm not going to keep it on here long, y'all. I just want to say it's not always easy to do that. But if you plan ahead, you can try to prevent yourself from being distracted, and you can remain focused on what your goal is. And you can just keep moving steps, day by day, towards that goal. It might not happen overnight. Sometimes it take years for the goal to come into fruition, but you don't want to constantly get distracted by things. Even people can distract you. Sometimes they don't want you to elevate. They don't want you to, get higher than them, or whatever reason, Maybe they don't even know what your goals are, but they're constantly calling you. Let's come on, let's do this. Let's go shopping. Let's go spend money. Let's, eat out all the time. Those are distraction, and those type of people, either you set up some boundaries with them and say, look, I'm not gonna be going out every weekend. I'm gonna be chilling for a while. I got some stuff going on right now. Maybe we can do some other things besides hanging out and drinking and eating out all the time. Or maybe we can have healthier options. They might be down with it, but if you would have never said anything, you know, how would they have known? All right. And like I said, I appreciate everybody that has been listening, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.